in Miami. My 2-week-long vacation, I don't even want to call it a vacation, it was not a vacation. My 2-week-long trip to New York City is over. I'm back in Miami and it's time to reset for the week. So I am working from home today. I've actually been back for the past 3 days, so I did go into the office, but I wanted to work from home today. I had a founder breakfast this morning in Brickell. That was great because I got to meet a lot of other tech founders in Miami, which Miami I feel like is still like, it's growing, like it's definitely in the startup ecosystem, but it's definitely not nearly as big as like LA, San Francisco, or New York. And so I'm glad that it is growing, but the community isn't as like tight knit, I feel like, or I haven't found it as easily as maybe in those other cities. Anyways, I'm back here and I went to that breakfast and I got to meet a bunch of tech founders, and a lot of you guys always ask me if I get nervous at those events or what they're like, and honestly it totally depends. I've been to some tech events where they're literally awful and everyone is trying to like one up each other, and it's like who has raised the most money or who you've raised from, or it's just very like, I don't know, it feels horrible and you feel so bad about yourself. But there are other events like this one where it actually felt like people just genuinely wanted community and they wanted to help out. They wanted to just connect and network. So that was really fun. And I'm glad I got to do that because I got to meet some really cool people and people that I feel like I could genuinely, you know, continue to connect with and get coffee with and all of that stuff. So I did not go dressed like this. I put this on the second I got back. It was good. A lot of you guys also ask if I am usually like the only girl in those events, and I was the only girl for the first like 15 minutes. There was probably like 10, 15 guys and I was literally the only girl. I thought I was gonna be the only girl the entire event, but then 2 more women ended up showing up. So there was 3 out of, I don't know, maybe like 25 people that were women. It doesn't bother me. It's not something that I'm like upset about. I'm not like, oh my God, how could you not invite other women? Because I don't know how many tech founders that are women are in Miami. Like truthfully, I don't know that number. I know it's less than there are men. So it doesn't like, I don't think it's an intentional thing by any means. Like I always notice it. Like it's something where it's noticeable. I don't have any like feeling towards it. It's just something that I am aware of and it's noticeable. And I know everyone else probably notices it too, I would think, if there's that little women in the group. So yeah, I feel like that's just kind of normal, and I hope that, you know, there's more women that enter the startup world. So if you're a woman watching and you are a startup founder, I would love to connect with you, so let me know. I want to know who watches these videos, so comment below like who you are. What do you like the startup content? I'm just sitting here doing some work. I am going to try to get on the phone with my co-founders because we did have an issue yesterday with Rella. It was actually really bad. There was like a giant bug that we missed for like 3 weeks, and so it affected all of our new users and it was not good. Kind of do, I want to say like damage control in a way, but also figure out a way for that not to happen. Pretty much when you created your Rella account, it set it up where you would have no storage unless you upgraded, and so when you had no storage, you couldn't upload any media, which obviously is like really bad for Rella. So all new users in the past 3 weeks were facing this issue, and we didn't know like why or what happened, and we didn't realize that it was all new users for the past 3 weeks until literally yesterday. Now I'm gonna go and I'm gonna reach out to all of those users and be like, I am so sorry, and here is like a free, you know, month on us, please. Like I'm really sorry, we didn't know that this was going on. How can we fix this? And then hopefully get them back, because I guarantee none of those people, they probably downloaded it, realized that like it wasn't working, was like, I'm not using this again. How many of you guys download an app, if it doesn't work the first time, you never open it again? That's like all of us. So hopefully try to rectify that, and then just talk to my co-founders and see like how can we make sure this doesn't happen again. I always say, are you able to huddle? Because we use Slack huddles, and I just think it's such a funny way of saying it. Let's get to work. I wanted to thank Squarespace for sponsoring today's video. Squarespace is an online website builder, and it is by far the easiest way to build a website. I have used other website builders before, and nothing is as customizable or as easy as Squarespace is. So no matter what business you have, whether you have an online store, whether you just want a website for a portfolio, you're looking to book consultations, you can use Squarespace for your website. And I'm a big believer that everyone should have an online presence that they own, so a website is perfect for that. They have tons of examples of what other people are building, and you can also sort through all of their templates, which are so beautiful. Our website on Rella is actually built on Squarespace, and we just made a little update. If you hover over the products section, you can kind of see all of our different products that we offer, which that was very exciting internally. But check it out. Let me know what you think. And if you like our website, if you like the templates on Squarespace, you can get 10% off your first purchase using code Natalie Barbu, or go to squarespace.com/NatalieBarbu. I definitely I love vlogs, and I think vlogs keep people engaged with my life. Like, even if the views aren't crazy high, it gets people to know about your life. So yeah. I think it does promote longer term engagement, because I've had people following me for years. They've been, and so I feel like it's because I've shown my life. If I was just doing videos on some very specific topics, I don't think I'd have that. So I'm starting to post on LinkedIn. I don't know if you've ever gotten brand deals for LinkedIn.
A few years ago, I know it's kind of a while now, there was it started or whenever it became a thing that you could post on LinkedIn, a story. Yeah. There was some coming in, but I haven't seen anything since. But that doesn't mean we can't reach out and try. So if you're linking specific brands, just ping me and be I just posted, and I'll screenshot it and reach out to that brand.
I'm there, and I'm just batching it every Sunday, and I'm coming up with the content ideas, and then I'm using Chat GPT to help me write the outline of it, and then I'm going in and just editing it, so it doesn't take that long. And also, just for Rella, it definitely helps. I've gotten a lot of inbound interest from investors, other founders, press. It's been really cool to see.
Have you ever thought about doing a YouTube series?
I would like to, yeah. What type of content do you think would do well with a YouTube series?
What do you think performs best on your page?
Yeah, I think the startup content, it's very niche. It doesn't perform as well in terms of overall views and numbers, but I think the people that do watch it are very engaged and like that type of content. I do think the single content does really well. The breakup, being single, all of that has done really well on my channel. YouTube, I'm pretty much just doing vlogs because it's the easiest to film, but I actually want to go back to doing a sit down video. After this month on LinkedIn, I'm gonna do a video on it on YouTube. I'm gonna do this is what happened after I posted every day on LinkedIn or whatever.
What are your goals outside of posting more? I guess financially.
Financially, I'd love to have, so I think the past 2 years I've hit that includes AdSense and stuff too. So, but I'd love to still maintain that ish income for brand deals. So this year I think I'm already at, tracking it on Rella, I'm at and it's September.
We keep that brand that brand list going, and you just keep adding to it. That's going to be really helpful. Yeah, I'll do a ton of pitching on my end as well.
Yeah, so. Yeah, and even if it's not on the list, if you've seen other people work with them, I would love, dream brand would honestly be someone a credit card company. I don't know why, I would just love to work with an American Express or a Chase.
Aligns with you, because you're such a business oriented person. Have a business, I think it's just it makes sense.
Can we schedule another call where I onboard you onto Rella?
Of course, yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, sweet. Thanks again, and I'm really, really excited to work together. I am applying for this fund that invests $100,000 into startups our stage. So one of the things that it requests is a Loom video or a little screen recording showing a demo of your product. So I'm gonna do that right now, and I figured it would honestly just be good to have on hand so I can send it off to people. So that's what we're gonna do.
Of Rella, and this is the main screen when creators and their teams log into Rella. This is going to quickly change into a dashboard, but for now, this is the plan page, and we like to separate it into 3 sections. So the idea section, the task section, and your post section. Your idea is any content ideas. So content ideas, anything that doesn't have a date on it, you can think of it as your drafts, and you can also visually plan out your Instagram feed. Your tasks is your running to-do list items, and then your posts are your content calendar, or is your content calendar, and it has all of the posts from different platforms on here. So you have all of your dates as a creator or a manager right here on the content calendar, and it also syncs with Google Calendar. So you also, that's the plan section. There's a grow section, which this is setting any goals that you might have, whether it's revenue, follower count, posting schedule. You can set your goals, which is great for managers and their creators to set goals for themselves, and Rella will manually track this. And then the earnings section, this is where all of your campaigns will live as a manager that's either managing creators or as a creator managing your own brand deals. So these are all of your campaigns, and if you click on one, for example, this one, you can see the brand name, the rate, the payment method, the scope of work, which is 2 TikToks, any exclusivity, you can write actually an import in here. You can add the usage and when that ends, any notes, when you need to send an invoice, when you need to get paid by, and you can mark if it's been paid. You can also share your earning anonymously to industry rates, and this just means that you will be able to share this with the community, so you can actually see how much money people are paying you. So you enter your follower industry rates is where you can actually see what other people are getting paid based on the scope of work and the contract clauses. Summary here, so you can see the total that you've been paid, what's been paid out, and what is pending, and then you get a breakdown by brand deals by month, brand deals by platform, income by month, and income by platform, and then you can also see how much money you should be making in the coming months. A notes section as well, where you can upload any notes and documents. And you have multiple workspaces, so if you are a manager that has multiple clients or a creator that has multiple brands, you can track that here. And one thing that we're adding is a centralized dashboard where you'll be able to see all your workspaces in one spot, and then you can add anyone to also join your workspace. So this is how you can add your team. Another collaborative feature that we have, for example, when you're working with a brand, you can add all of your necessities to a post. So you can essentially build a post. So you have the date that it's scheduled. You can also clear this if you want, or schedule it. Any of your to-do list items. I have when I need to film everything by, caption. You can add hashtags. You can add the media file, any notes and sponsorship requirements, and any links. For example, I have the brief. So it's kind of like Notion meets a content calendar. And then when you're ready to share the preview, you can actually share this with the brand. The brand does not need to have an account. They don't need to log in. You just hit share, and it's with a link, and then they can actually leave comments, and you can leave comments back onto Rella. And we're going to expand this capability for you to be able to interact with your team via comment section as well. But everything is centralized on calendar, and everything is connected. And you can also connect your social accounts so that you can actually auto post across all platforms. So Rella is growing a lot. We are going to be expanding to management companies, like I said, but a lot of managers, creators, social media managers are already using the product, and it has been so essential, especially for me as a content creator, to use this every single day.